muddy.
That's okay.
It's all right. I'm going to put this in your kitchen. Thank you for the lemonade.
It's my front yard that usually has beautiful flowers. You know, like a carpet of flowers, but that's not happening this year. But here, anyway, this was blessed by the Dalai Lama.
This house?
No, those two green things. And according to him, this is the true meaning of life. And I totally agree.
It comes out. Okay.
So this isn't all about me. See that big hill up there? That wasn't there a few years ago. And when that hill was placed there, I talked to, I think the manager or somebody, said, what's going on here? Are you going to, you know, I'm a little worried about the watershed. And says, oh, don't worry about it, this is going to be gone one day. You see the tailings that are covered up over there?
Right.
That was kind of like how it was here. There wasn't such a big hill here a few years ago. So, you know, they just weren't honest. If they would have told me 4 years ago, I wouldn't have put all this energy into this house, getting it ready for myself, and I would have planned my life differently. Well, I just wanted to say on June 2nd, I was given an ultimatum. Either I sign in a very short period of time and agree to the terms that I would either move my house or sell my house and be out of here by November 2nd, or else I would be evicted and look at getting nothing. And once I looked inside of myself and I felt, this is fear. They're getting me scared. And I was given the advice, something is better than nothing, and you're not going to win anyway, so just take the money and run. And that didn't feel right to me, because any fear-based decisions that I make are going to be like a backpack on me. For the rest of my life, I'm going to say, what if I would have stood up? What if I wasn't, am I really afraid of having nothing? And I had nothing before. I'm not afraid of having nothing. I'm a human being. I carry my resources inside of myself. I can recreate my life. That's not the issue. The issue really is, how do I feel? Can I reconcile this fear-based decision within myself and be good with it? And I decided I can't. I just can't. Until I feel that it's all taken care of in a way that is the highest for everybody, myself included, I cannot sign. I can only sign something that I can stand behind. And if that means eviction or having nothing, then I have to be good with that too. So that's really important to me. And I also feel this is not a new movie. The people in the Congo, in Indonesia, in South America, they're not even being asked. They're forced to lose their homes. And I feel maybe this little, you know, trying to make some sense out of all this and feel good about life and feel good about myself and what's going on in my community is what's really important to me. And so I asked many questions. I have not received any answers. The answers that I received are totally unsatisfactory, because I know very well that I signed a lease that said I could be forced to leave here within 30 days. I'm aware of that. I'm willing to go along with that. However, when I signed that lease, I was reassured that this would never happen. And in the history of Bisbee, this has never happened before, that people were only given such a short time span to rearrange their life. I don't know why a storm management hill is going to have to be created in my yard. I don't know why the houses have to be moved because of it. I don't know why I'm being threatened with having my utilities shut off for the sake of the safety of the workers if I choose to stay here against their will. And I don't know what's going to happen. Now, Diane Bohr stated that South Bisbee has always been slated for removal I imagine that means the people in the houses. Now, if they knew that 4 years ago, or 5 years ago, or Phelps Dodge knew that many years ago, why weren't we told? So those are the kind of questions I'm asking, because that would have made having to move, I realized I signed the agreement, the lease agreement, and also being fairly compensated for the change of our lifestyle and consideration for people that need a little more time. All that is still on the table as far as I'm concerned. It needs to be discussed. There need to be answers, and I'm asking them. So Freeport, please give me the answers. Why are they squeezing us like this with their time and the money and saying our houses are worthless? You know, why? And Michael Jaworski told me, well, why did they sign? And I said, because they were scared. And he says, that's just not true. They wouldn't sign unless they were in agreement with us. And of course they signed, they were scared, because they have families, they have other issues than I have. And they needed to sign and get something rather than nothing. And not everybody can stand up like I can. You know, another time in my life, if I had 2 kids to support, or, you know, kids in school, I probably couldn't do this either.
Mike Jaworski is the CEO.
Yeah, he's the manager of the Copper Queen branch of Freeport-McMoRan. Every time they're extending my deadline, because it was supposed to be over July 27th, I say, are you going to evict? Or they point out, you better read your lease again. I say, are you going to evict me? Please tell me ahead of time when you're going to evict me, because, you know, that's a possibility. When I get my answers, when I understand what's really going on here, you know, Bruce thinks it's a fine earth mineral that they're after. I'm going to ask him next what I'm going to do, and I don't know, when are you going to publish this? I'm going to ask him for a Geiger counter, because I want to see if there's uranium here. Yeah, that's more of a concern of mine, because I keep thinking about Anna Mae, who lost her life with a fight up on the Lakota reservation. And she was exposing all that mining, uranium mining, and the health issues to her tribe, and she was killed over that. I'm thinking about Leonard Peltier, who was protesting in Washington, D.C., and his house was burned down with his family in it during that time. So, you know, it's right here in our country. You know, I traveled all over the world. I worked in different places, and I've seen indigenous people abused and receiving the same kind of abuse and not getting any attention for it. And I'm not doing it out of altruistic reasons, but I'm just coming from within myself, and I realize that you know, I'm just a little gnat on a dragon's back. You know, I can be squashed, but at the same time, I need to live with myself, so, and it's that way.
Surely there is a mine for silver and a place where they refine gold. Iron is taken from the hills and copper's taken from the ground. So where is the place of understanding, and where can wisdom be found? Oh, 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 oh. The bird of prey has gazed upon it, nor falcons I have seen. been passed by the fierce lion, or trod upon by earthly beasts. So where is the place of understanding, and where can wisdom be found? Traded for it. Please don't mention crystal wares. The topaz of Africa cannot equal it, and fine pearls fail to compare. So where is the place of understanding, and where can wisdom be found? Wisdom can be found in the fear of the Lord, in understanding those who depart from evil. Wisdom can be found in the fear of the Lord, understanding those who depart